Hey guys, Smoking Rocker here again with another cigarette review today. We're doing something a little different. Well, I mean, it's still a cigarette review, but it's a different cigarette. It's one that I saw. It's the first time I've ever seen these things in town. I know that I've known that they've existed, but I've just never. We've never had them here. What we're going to be doing today is the L&M Turkish Blend. So yeah, I just picked these up today. They were about under $4 a pack. So L&M's always been a good budget brand for me. If I'm ever low on money, I'll pick up a pack of either L&M or a pack of Pall Malls, because the Pall Malls are pretty cheap around here. A gas station that's really close to me has them for about under $4 a pack. So, but yeah, this is the L&M Turkish Blend. The thing is, the fact that I've seen so little of these kind of confused me the first time I ever saw them, because the first time that I ever saw them, I just saw the gold pack. And in my experience, usually any kind of pack of cigarettes that's got gold on the package, like this, it's kind of like a solid gold pack, or has a big bit of gold color on it, it's usually a light cigarette. So I thought, because I mean, I know L&M does the menthol bold, the red, and the blue, which the blue is the light, so I thought they do an ultralight, but then come to find out these are actually Turkish Blend. So I'm wondering if they're going to be anywhere comparable to a Camel cigarette, because Camel uses that Turkish and domestic blend of tobacco too. But taking a look at the pack, it's a standard kind of plain L&M cigarette pack, solid color all the way around, with a large L&M logo, with the PM USA, because these are made by Philip Morris, which is the same company that makes Marlboro Reds. But anyway, it's just a kind of a plain Jane pack. The only difference between these and like a regular box of L&M's is it has that silver around the bottom. Now, another kind of a Turkish type of cigarette that I know that they make that I can't find around here is Turkish Night. But anyway, it is a standard looking L&M pack. It says L&M on this side for special offers, L&M.com. Made by Philip Morris USA, of course. Got the Surgeon General warning on this side. And I guess what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and pack this. We're going to go ahead and give this a pack, and then we'll open it up. The other thing came off kind of nasty. But anyway, flip this open. The foil on it, regular silver foil, says L&M on it. Okay. Standard pack, 20 Class A cigarettes. Okay, I can smell this thing from here already. Smells good. Yeah, that didn't pack down very well, did it? That did not pack down. It's not really packing down. These are some full-ass cigarettes. Okay. One thing different is it's got a kind of a metallic L&M logo on the tube with a metallic blue band around it. Other than that, it's just a standard cigarette. Standard king size or short cigarette, whatever you want to call them. The smell, the tobacco smells a lot sweeter than I'm used to. I guess it's a Turkish blend. But well, it's different. It's definitely not like Camel. Definitely not like a Camel at all. And we're gonna fire this bad boy up and get my lighter to work. It's interesting. Initial drags. It's a bit Camel-esque, just because of the Turkish blend. But there's a little something different to it that I can't cut my finger on. It's a lot sweeter. It's a bit of a sweeter tobacco as opposed to a richer tobacco. Sorry about that. It's definitely a lot different than a Camel. Even though it does have what they call a Turkish blend, so it's a lot sweeter than a Camel. I gotta say, there's a bit of richness to it that I can taste, because these are just my opinion on them. Everybody has different opinions on cigarettes, but it does get a bit of a Camel type flavor to it. It kind of tastes like a Camel. It's hard to say. It's a little bit richer. It's a good bit richer than a Camel. It's a pretty decent cigarette, but it's one thing I can taste though. It's a lot smoother than a Camel too. It almost tastes like kind of a light cigarette, because even when you take a big deep drag like I just did, there's not a lot of harshness. There's not a lot of kick. There's barely any, to tell you the truth. It's not harsh. I don't get any that tingly pins and needles in your lungs. I don't get any harshness in the back of my throat either, which I have had Camel filters and like Camel wides. Of course, it's a damn sight smoother than those. What do you call them? The Camel unfilters. That's right. Of course, that's an unfiltered cigarette. Excuse me. But it's a lot lighter than a Camel too. I mean, I've got like a pack of Camel wides in the house, but they're a lot smoother than the Camel wides, I've got to say. There's not as much harshness, not as much kick. It's got a lot smoother finish than a Camel. The tobacco is a bit sweeter and a bit richer than a Camel, but that's how a lot of L&M cigarettes are that I've tried. They do tend to have a bit of a richer blend and a bit of a sweeter blend, except for the reds. The reds are kind of akin to a Marlboro Red. But yeah, that's actually a pretty decent cigarette. It's a little light for my taste, and of course I will smoke the entire pack. But it is just it is sweeter and richer than a Camel. It's smoother than a Camel. The finish is a lot cleaner. It's a cleaner, smoother, more mellow cigarette than a Camel is. They're pretty good. Probably wouldn't buy them again, just because if I'm gonna get a Turkish cigarette, Camel's what I'm gonna go for. So yeah, a rating for this thing right here, I have to give it a 7 out of 10, just because it's smoother than a Camel. But I mean, the tobacco is a lot more mellow than a Camel, and that I'm not exactly 100% crazy about, because I do like a bit of a bite to my cigarettes. So yeah, the damn L&M Turkish Blend, not a bad cigarette if you kind of like the Camel taste, but you don't like the harshness that the Camels tend to have, or if you want a Camel-esque kind of cigarette, but you don't really have the money for them, give these a shot. They're not bad. It is a decent cigarette. I probably wouldn't buy them again, just because I'm not a huge fan of L&M unless I'm really low on money. But yeah, it's not a bad cigarette. 7 out of 10. Camel. Damn, I keep thinking about Camel now. L&M Turkish Blend cigarettes. Not a bad cigarette. Not something I'd smoke a whole lot of, just because I'd rather have a Camel. I'm a bigger fan of Camel than I am L&M. It's not bad. Like I said, not something I would just smoke a whole lot of, just because, like I said, if I want a Turkish cigarette, I'll go for a Camel. But anyway, that was the L&M Turkish Blend, 7 out of 10. Give them a shot if you've never tried them before, and, well, I guess I'll see you cats later.